I know it's very early into some of the rookie careers, but there is one guy that is really standing out among everybody else, and that's Carson Schwesinger. He's been one of my favorite guys to watch, not only throughout the preseason, but also in week one. I thought he was one of the best linebackers in football, not out of rookies. I thought he played a great game at about 8 tackles that he was in on, and here's a play where the offense comes out in 13 personnel. Essentially, you got one running back in the backfield, 3 tight ends out to the strong side, and Carson Schwesinger is kind of lined up right over that guard. Now, on this play, they're going to hand it off here. A little bit of misdirection, going to pull the guard from left to right. Watch him kind of not really get engaged with any offensive lineman, but make a diving tackle right here. Now, what's crazy about this play is if, this guy can get to the outside, this could be a disaster for the Cleveland Browns. Ultimately, Carson Schwesinger makes a diving tackle, and it looks like if Chase Brown was able to cut up this field, it could have been deadly, right? But Carson makes a great play. They end up losing 5 yards on this play due to Carson Schwesinger. So what I really wanted to do was sit down and break down the film. I want to show you what he added in game one. You even see Mason Graham, and let's actually put this on the other angle, see if we can see Mason Graham as well kind of do a great job taking out the not only the center, but also the pulling guard as well. But again, great job by Carson Schwesinger. Let's break down the film. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the family for more of these updates throughout the entirety of the season. And let me know who you want me to break down next. Let's dive in. Here we go again. Another big time play by Carson Schwesinger. They're going to get a little screen action going here. They're going to motion over the tight end from left to right. They're going to swing Chase Brown over. I want to show you guys Carson Schwesinger does a great job on this play, reading, reacting, and attacking. So as this play is snapped, you see him right here on your screen right here. He does a great job reading, reacting, and attacking. Once he sees the running back gets the ball, he goes, he sets the edge, and he disengages, makes another diving play, gets him out of bounds. They only pick up a yard on this screen when in reality, they had some numbers here for the most part. If these blockers could have blocked and got Chase Brown up this sideline, this could have been a big play, but Carson does a great job being able to disengage from a block at any point in time. Look at him engaged, right? Right now he's engaged with this block, but his eyes are always on the running back because we need to understand where he is going. Are you going to bring this up the field, or are you going to break this outside? You're going to take it way outside. So his eyes are always on the running back, and once he makes that decision, that is when he's able to disengage and go make a play on the football. Again, Carson Schwesinger, man, he seems like he could be a perfect linebacker for them and one of the biggest steals of this year's NFL draft. Here we go again. Ability, when you look at linebackers, read, react, attack without over-committing to the wrong angles, okay? So on this specific play, they're going to open up this gap. We're going to have him guarding Myles Garrett. Everyone else is getting in this direction here, right? Now, a lot of linebackers tend to over-commit to bad angles right here, right? You see the running back about to get the ball. Linebackers want to attack that hole, and, sometimes it ends up working out for you, but if they take this to the outside, now you plug the wrong hole, and it gives them one less guy they have to worry about. So instead of that, he's going to read, he's going to slide over with the running back, and he waits for him to make his decision, right? Again, as a linebacker, sometimes you see this hole open up right to the running back, and guys like to just, boom, hit it hard. And again, sometimes it works out for them, but sometimes it doesn't, and it leads to big plays. So again, he slides. Once he makes a decision, that's when he pursues. Again, read, react, and then attack. Again, would have been a big mistake if he were to just hit the open hole right here. If he would have hit that, it might have not you know what? It probably, 93 was there. Probably wouldn't have mattered too much, but you guys can see how if he would have hit that hole early, it would have affected this play at least a little bit. But again, does just a good job overall making a play. I'm telling you, this is one of my favorite linebackers. I know he's a rookie, small sample size, but dude is good. The NFL season officially back, man. I have had so much fun on the Sleeper app recently, and it is your time to win potentially up to 1,000x your money today, right? And I wanted to really quickly just show you, first of all, before I even dive into what I'm going to pick, I want to show you, if you use my promo code DUBS right now, you see it right here, you're going to get up to $100 match deposit. Okay, what does that mean? If you put down 100, they're going to give you 100. If you put down 50, they're going to give you 50. Honestly, you guys should take that by itself. It is unbelievable offer right now. But also, let's take a look what I'm going to do. Look at my league neighbor, 78.5 receiving yards. I'm going to go more, but I'm going to adjust this. I'm going to put it to 60. That's gotta be something you love. And then I want to scroll down here. I want to find Mike Evans. Mike Evans is a guy that I am pretty high on. And again, I want to go, let's see here. Let's go more than 60. I think that's fair. And lastly, I want to do CeeDee Lamb more. And you know what? I don't mind the 70. So let's go with the 70. I think it's going to be fair. Dropped a couple of balls last week. He's going to want to be better this week, and I think he will be. Now, 10 only wins you 27 in this case, but I did a lot of alt lines. If you want to change that, you guys can. I think it is, something you guys need to check out. And again, if you use my promo code Dubs, you're going to get that match deposit up to $100. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in about 25 different states. Check out Sleeper today, guys. I promise you will not regret it. And it helps out me so much by just signing up. Also thought he was decent in pass coverage for the most part right here. We're going to drop back into a zone. They're going to send their tight end into the flats over here. Now, he's basically just dropping back, right? We're rotating over with the pre-snap motion. Our zones don't necessarily change, though. And again, as we bite that, we slightly bite down the run fake, but it doesn't over bite down. Good job reading, dropping back into your zone. But you see here, our job as a zone defender is to read the quarterback's eyes. And you can pretty much see it from the jump. Everybody is looking at the quarterback, right? Everybody. That's your job. Whenever you're in a zone, the quarterback will tell you where they want to go with the football. He does a good job playing this dig over the middle for the most part, where the quarterback, Joe Burrow, looks it off pretty quickly there and then throws his dump down. Now, essentially, he might have been able to fit this into Jamar Chase, but the reason he looks it off is because Carson Schwesinger is just staring him down, because he knows that Carson knows he might want to attack the middle of the field. So he looks off it pretty quickly, dumps it down, and then he gets out over and go make a play, man. Go make a play. I don't know. There's something about Carson Schwesinger. I'm just a big fan of the way he plays football. I know he's young. I know he's a rookie. I mean, again, whoa. Look at the way these guys run to the ball, by the way. This is what you want to see. I mean, you got like 7, 8 guys just bringing them down. That is... I feel like there's a different energy and aura to this football team this year. They even utilized him as a stunter and a twister at times. Right here, they're going to send their defensive lineman to the inside as we reach the point of attack and come all the way back around. You can see the speed just coming off this dude when he's running these stunt actions. Another reason why they want him on this football team is for these stunt abilities. And look at him fly off the edge, get pressure on the quarterback. Now, they ultimately do pick up a nice little play there. But, again, I'm looking at this in terms of a Carson Schwesinger standpoint. This dude is quick, man. He's got a burst to him. And as a blitzer, as a pass rusher, you can definitely see how he can become effective, right? Again, we're forcing or we're really overloading this right side of the offensive line. But off the snap, we want these guys to penetrate towards the inside. Okay? Again, if we can get all 3 of these offensive linemen hat on a hat, then that gives nobody to come back and guard Carson Schwesinger. Again, 1, 2, 3. All 3 guys are pretty much done. They're in a block already. The left guard has nothing to do. He's not going to swing across the offensive line to go get this. And if, what they should do if they were quick enough was slide there, slide there, slide there. But this thing happens so quickly, and Carson's a lot quicker than a lot of people think, where he's able to get that pressure. Doesn't go too low either. I think he goes for like the hip, which is good. If he was to go lower than this, it probably would have been a flag, and it would have been like a 15-yard penalty. So good job by him staying up a little bit higher, going for the hips and not the knees. But again, I don't know. He had what? 6 tackles. He had 1 hurry, which was right there. But overall had like a 90 defensive grade according to PFF, which I know doesn't mean everything, but it does mean a good amount where, he's grading out very, very well. And it's early. We'll see what happens going forward. But hit the like button, subscribe, join the family. And, check out Sleeper. It helps me so much, guys. You don't understand. Go check them out. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.